There are a few knives, say a chef's knife, paring knife, maybe a serrated knife, that'll get you through almost any kitchen job. But when you want to start adding to your knife arsenal, you might want to consider something called Nakiri. And Adam's here and he's going to tell us all about this wonderful knife.
A Nakiri is a Japanese knife specifically for vegetables. You'll find one in almost every Japanese home kitchen. You can see the shape. Pretty tall blade,
yes.
Fairly short, blunt tip, straight edge.
Right.
For a lot of contact with the cutting board.
Yes, instead of having a curved belly, which
right,
some
you're
of them
not
do.
going to rock this and dice with it. This is meant for slicing straight and even, very precisely, very fine. Now, one thing I want to mention before I even get into the lineup, in a lot of Western markets, these are mislabeled as vegetable cleavers. They're not cleavers in the classic sense of a cleaver. The metal is fairly brittle, it's hard, it's really designed for precise cuts. If you try and get through like a chicken bone or a super hard squash or something with this, you could chip it.
Okay.
So don't use it like a cleaver.
Right.
It's a vegetable knife. We had a lineup of 12. The price range was $48 to $255.
Oh, okay.
All of them had a blade length of between 6 and 7 inches, which is pretty typical. By and large, this was a new knife for a lot of our testers, and they loved them. They were chopping onions. They did a brunoise of carrots, the really fine dice. They julienned peppers. They minced parsley. And they sliced cabbage, delicata squash, which is not super tough,
right.
and partially frozen steaks. Testers identified a couple of factors that really contributed to that feeling of finesse and control and precision. One of them was the thickness of the blade, and I want you to try this knife.
Okay.
See how that feels to you with some of that cabbage there.
All right, so let's see what's going on here with the cabbage. That's not bad.
Okay. Now I want you to try this one for comparison's sake.
All right, this one, which feels different, feels lighter. Oh, this one's almost surgical.
There was a big difference for the testers. The thicker knife blades felt like they were cleaving through food, sort of wedging through food, whereas you're holding a thinner one. Look at that. That's such a beautiful slice of cabbage.
That is beautiful.
All of that precision, all of that control was really aided by having a thinner blade. The first one was 2.6 millimeters measured at the spine. The second one is 1.7 millimeters.
Oh, big difference.
What a difference a millimeter makes.
Sure does.
There was a second factor the testers zeroed in on, and that's the weight of the knife. These ranged from about 10 ounces to about 5 ounces. And you showed that up and down motion, which means you're really using your arm a lot.
Right.
I want you to try a heavier knife. Try this one.
All right. It looks heavy, and oh boy, it feels heavy.
Yeah.
Feels clunky and heavy.
That one was closer to 10 ounces. This one that you used before was closer to 5 ounces. And it's really easy to see how you could get more fatigued using that heavier knife, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And in fact, what I'm holding is the winning Nakiri. This is the Masamoto Sohoten wa Nakiri. Not an inexpensive knife, $210, but testers loved this one. This is not going to replace a chef's knife or even a Santoku, but it will supplement it, and you'll love prepping vegetables. If you want a little bit less expensive knife, because this is a supplemental knife, this one is the best buy. This is the Masutani VG1 Nakiri, 165 millimeters, $70. So it's a great way to supplement your knife arsenal.
$70 for that beautiful knife?
I know. I kind of want one too. I see it in your eyes.
Sold. Yeah, all of these are coming home with me. So if you want to include one of these beautiful knives in your knife drawer, our winner is the Masamoto Sohoten wa Nakiri, and it runs about $210. But our best buy is the Masutani VG1 Nakiri, 165 millimeter, and that's only $70.
At Cooks Illustrated, we're food nerds. That's why every recipe we develop involves research, cooking science, and rigorous testing by our team of expert test cooks, before being tested by our dedicated community of 40,000 home cooks. Only the highest rated recipes earn a place in our award-winning magazine. Every issue features our latest recipes and discoveries, cooking tips, and equipment and ingredient reviews. Our step-by-step photos and hand-drawn illustrations show you exactly how to succeed. What you won't see, even a single page of advertising. We've worked for home cooks like you for over 30 years. So, are you ready to become the best cook you know? Subscribe to Cooks Illustrated magazine at cooksillustrated.com today.
We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, head over to americastestkitchen.com and get a free all-access trial membership.
While you're there, you can sign up for our free email newsletters and download our app.
With unlimited access to over 14,000 of our test kitchen recipes and 8,000 product reviews, you'll have everything you need to cook and learn.
So I ask, what are you waiting for?
Let's make something great together.